All right, let's build your very first Arabic conversation right here, right now. We're not just going to list phrases, we're going to weave them into a real story you can actually use. Sound good? Let's get into it. So, you ready to jump in? We're literally going to walk through a whole conversation, from that first hello all the way to goodbye. Think of this as your personal guide to making a brand new connection. Okay, every great conversation has to start somewhere, right? So let's set the scene. You see someone you want to talk to. What do? How do you break the ice? You've got a couple of great options here. You can go with a simple marhaba for hello, which is perfect. But if you really want to be inviting, say you're welcoming someone, you'd use ahlan wa sahlan. It's just so much warmer, and it basically means, welcome, you've come to a friendly place. So nice, right? All right, so you've said hello. You've got their attention. What's next? The most natural thing in the world, right? You just ask them how they're doing. And this is the classic back and forth. You'll ask, kayfa halik? And the standard, super polite response you'll probably get is, ana bikhair wa ant? Which is simply, I'm fine, and you. See how it just keeps that conversation ball rolling? Perfect. But let's be real, right? Not everyone is fine 100% of the time. So for a more realistic touch, you could say, ta'ban khalil, a little tired. And a really kind response to that would be, la bas, which is kind of like saying, hey, no worries, or it's okay. It just feels a little more human, you know? Okay, so the ice is broken, greetings are out of the way. Now we can move past the small talk and actually start getting to know this person. Let's see where the conversation goes next. This is your classic intro. First, you ask ma ismuk, what's your name? Then once they tell you, you say, tasharraftu bik. This is such a lovely phrase. It's more than nice to meet you. It's like, I'm honored to meet you. And the perfect response back is just, wa ana aidan. Me too. So simple, so elegant. Okay, names are exchanged. We're making progress. The next logical step, of course, is to find out a little about where they're from. What's their story? So you have a couple of ways to do this. You can start off broad with min aina anta, just a simple where are you from? Or if you want to dig a little deeper, you can ask min ayyi madina ant, which means what city are you from? It's a great follow-up that shows you're really listening. And hey, if you want to keep the conversation going, you can tuck these into your back pocket. Asking aina taskun gets you where they live right now. You could even ask hal ant mutazawij, are you married? Or about their family. Just, read the room first. Context is everything. All right, let's switch things up. The conversation is going great. So great, in fact, that now you and your new friend are out exploring the city together. Totally different situation, right? So what kind of phrases are you going to need now? Okay, this one is huge. Before you ask anyone for anything, especially directions, you need this phrase, la samat. It's the magic word for excuse me. It's how you politely get someone's attention. Seriously, don't forget this one. When you're asking where, there are two main ways to think about it. You can ask about a place, a static location, like aina aqrab masjid, for where's the nearest mosque. Or you can ask about where someone is going, their destination, with aina tadhhab. Subtle difference, but super useful. So what kind of answer are you going to get? Well, it could be super straightforward. Ba'id an huna. That's far from here. Or the opposite, qarib hunak, which means near there. See? Simple, direct, gets the job done. Okay, all that walking around, I bet you're both getting hungry. And what better way to connect with someone than over food, right? It's a universal thing. Plus, it's a perfect chance to practice some more Arabic. So let's play this out. First, you check in. Hal anta jaw'an? Are you hungry? Then you ask the big question. Mada turid an ta'kul? What do you want to eat? And then, when the food comes and it's amazing, you just say, ta'am ladid, delicious food. Easy as that. And you can't have a meal without something to drink, right? If you're thirsty, you can say, ana atshan. To ask your friend, it's, mada tuhib an tashrab? What would you like to drink? All right, your amazing first conversation is coming to an end. It's time to wrap things up, maybe share a few last thoughts, and most importantly, know how to say a proper goodbye. Being able to give a quick opinion is a total game changer. Imagine you're looking at an amazing view and you can say, Jamil jiddan, very beautiful. Or maybe you're shopping and you can point out if something is ghali, expensive, or khis, cheap. These are words you'll use all the time.
Okay, but what if something goes a little wrong? It happens. Let's say you realize, oh no, I forgot the money. You'd say, أنا نسيت النقود. Then you apologize. أنا آسف على ذلك. A good friend will probably just wave it off and say, Adi, it's okay, or La تقلق, don't worry. It's all about handling those little bumps smoothly.
And finally, the goodbye. Ma salama. I love this phrase because it's so much more than a simple bye. It literally means go with peace or with safety. It's just this beautiful, warm wish you give to someone as you're parting ways. It's really special. And there it is, a whole conversation from that first hello all the way to a meaningful goodbye. You got all the pieces now, the building blocks for a real connection. So the only question is, where's your first conversation gonna take you?